The name is Joe, last name is Tilton. As a writer, I know that your children never read what you write until you're gone. So my thought was, I'll write the book for him, and when I'm gone, perhaps the book will wake him up. At least get some help. But of course, we never got that chance. His early years were such a delight, a very loving and exciting child to raise. There was that one picture that I took on Easter Sunday, and we went outside to take a picture, and he picked a little dandelion flower and held it out in front and said, "Hey, Daddy, what do you think of this?" We traveled a lot. We did a lot of things together, and that was an amazing thing about him. When he went to university, that's when things dramatically changed. And of course, I've learned since, and anyone should know, that the heavy use of alcohol and marijuana will change who you are. And it's certainly changed who Jody was. Went from being a very loving and easy child, easy person to be around, to being very difficult. And as a result, in his later years, it was difficult for him to keep a job in spite of his intelligence. One of the jobs, he snuck vodka in his backpack along with marijuana and took it to work. It was like he couldn't be without it, even for a short time. He had to have it with him all the time. It cost him jobs, it cost him relationships, it cost him happiness. He was out of control. It was a big heartbreak when I would go visit him, and he would hide the bottles, or he would hide his stash of pot. I didn't want to criticize him to a point where he would break off communications, because I needed to communicate with him that he should not be using this stuff. And there were times when I would caution him against using marijuana. On September the 4th of 17, we talked on the phone late that morning, because we talked on the phone a lot. I mean, we spent a lot of time in communication. And at the end of the call, he said, "Dad, I don't feel very well." He says, "I think I need to take a nap." He said, "Let's talk this evening when I get up." And I mean, I'm anticipating getting to talk with him. So about 7:30, 8 o'clock that evening, the phone rang, and his name showed up on my phone. So I thought, well, this is our chance to continue our conversation. Instead of Jody being on the line, a guy says, "I'm a Tampa police officer and your son is dead." The statement was so shocking that I, first of all, didn't believe him, and I thought this had to be a prank call. But what let me know that there's might be some validity here is that I heard his girlfriend just wailing in the background. And when I heard that, I knew that there was something terribly wrong. The fact is, he had passed away in his sleep and had been gone for some time when his girlfriend realized that he was dead. Of course, I want to know what happened. And that's when I find out that he had used marijuana and alcohol, and the combination is what did him in. So this lie that marijuana never hurt anybody, here's what it did to him. I never stopped loving him. My only child.